Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to work on a project for a client that has a baby shower coming up. And it's coming up shortly. By the time you see this video, probably the baby shower's already going to be done. But anyways, they wanted a donut holder. They saw it online when when searching for things to do. So they asked me if I could make a donut holder. I'm going to show you how I built it. So let's get started. What I'm going to use to build the donut holder is this laminated birch panel. It's 3/4 inch thick by 20 by 36. And if I was to get plywood, so say 24 by 36 and 24 by 48 plywood, 3/4 inch plywood, it'd be more expensive than what I bought this for, and not as nice because you got that side plywood, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to 24-inch length here, and then we're going to measure out for where the dowel holes are. So what we're going to use for the dowels is I bought two 48-inch pieces of dowel. Now these are 5/8 diameter here, so I'm going to make 12 marks for that. So we're going to do 12 holes at probably about 6 inches. So I want to be able to fit 3 donuts on each one, right? So I'm going to just kind of like your cinnamon donuts, they're all going to have the holes in them. They're not going to be like a filled donut where you can't slide on here, you have to puncture it. So also the top section, I'm going to put the word donuts on there, so not like anybody would know it was something else when they see the donuts, but they want me to put donuts. So I have stencils already of the letters that I bought, so I'm going to evenly space it across the top, and I'll tape off the area so I can make sure that the spacing's proper for the letters. So hopefully that works out that way, because if not, then I have to flip everything over the other side. So what I might do first is get it all sanded, get the holes done, because even if I screw up on one side, the holes are going to go through on the other side too. I can always just flip it over and try again. But what we're going to do first is I'm going to cut this to length. I'm going to drill the holes, measure and drill the holes, because I want to sand it when the holes are done, because there's sometimes always little pieces that are chipped. Now it already is nicely sanded, but you can feel it's a little bit rough, so I at least want to do like a 120 grit or something like that. So let me cut it, get all the measurements for the holes, and then we'll come back and then we'll work on the next steps. All right, hopefully you can see this. Now that I gotta cut the size, I want to drill the holes first. So what I did is I measured up. Now this is going to be the back side. I'm going to drill the holes through the back side. You want to put something on the other side, some wood, so I'll just put some 2x4s on the other side. That way when you drill the hole, when it goes through, if there's nothing there but air, it will splinter the wood, right? So I want to make sure. So I did some markings here. So at first I was going to do 12 dowels, but once I started doing the measuring to try to equal it out, I'm going to do 16 now. So 4-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch, 16-inch. And then I did this line here because I want to leave 6 inches to the top for the lettering. Now the lettering, once I kind of showed it, it's about 1 inch above here, so that's fine. That'll give me just a little bit less than 4 inches to the top of there from here, but I'm okay with that with the lettering. I don't need 4 inches because the donuts are 8 inches, right? They're pretty much only maybe 4 inches anyways, so I'll have plenty of room. I just wanted to be evenly spaced, so I did across here as well, 4 inches, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then up 4. So I have the little marks everywhere. So now I'm going to drill the holes, and then we can get ready to sand. All the holes are now drilled through. The letter is going to be up here, so I put some pencil marks so when I sand it, I know when I've sanded it enough on that side. I'm going to do some 220 grit sandpaper to smooth it out even more, and then we'll throw some stain on there. All nice and smooth, ready for stain. So today we're going to use a dark walnut. Instead of me buying something, I just wanted some type of dark stain, so we're going to use dark walnut. I want to do it before I put the dowels in, so it's nice and easy. You can just go across, easily to wipe off, and then when I do the dowels, I can do them individually. Now, I was thinking about doing it before I cut them, but then I'm still going to have to go back and sand it if there's any chips and restain it anyway. So I'm going to just wait until I'm done cutting them, and then it'll be quick and easy to do that. So now I'm going to put some stain on there, and then we'll wipe it off and we'll let it dry and start cutting the dowels. Stain is all on. Now we just wait for it to dry before we can put the letters on there, so we can cut the dowels and sand and stain the dowels. All the dowels are cut. Now, the downside of me switching from 12 holes to 16 holes is I had two 48-inch dowels. And once you get to the last piece, now two of these at 48 inches, you would say it's 16. You'd get 16 of them right, but the problem is the last piece on each dowel is going to be less than 6 inches, because every cut you're getting the width of the blade removed. So what I'm going to do, what I already did, is I'm going to do the first row near the letters smaller, so it'll be uniform. So that's what I did. So now I'm going to tape off the top for the letters and start doing the letters. And while I'm doing the letters, I can't really stain the dowels yet, because the best spot for the dowels to dry is in this hole, right? In the holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish everything on the board first, the letters, and then I'll do a clear coat off on it. And then when I'm ready, I'll do stain the dowels, glue them in place, or not even glue them in place yet. That way I can take them out and poly and put the clear coat on the dowels too. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to work on the letters, and then I'm going to put a top coat, clear coat on it. I got the letters on. It's a weird looking D, but it is what it is. And I got a couple coats of poly just on here to dry. And then once this is dry, I'll stain the dowels and then just put them in the holes until they're dry. And then put some poly on the dowels and then glue the dowels in, and then we're done. Oh, I got to put a backing on it because I wanted to put a little bit of an angle on it, so it's like leaning, so it doesn't fall over, instead of just having it lean against a wall. So I got a bunch of scrap 2x4s. I'm just going to put it like an angle, so it's leaning maybe at 10 degrees, and then we'll be done. I decided not to paint the dowels just because, even though I looked it up and they say most polyurethane is food grade or food safe, nowhere on the can of Behr does it say it's food safe. and I could not find it online. So since food is going to be touching these dowels directly, I decided not to put stain or poly on it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Still looks good. So the only thing I have left to do is make the stand on the back. So what I'm going to do is, you can see I have these 2x4s. I'm going to cut it on a 10 degree. And then I'm going to do almost like pocket holes to screw into back of this to secure it, because I don't want to screw through the front of it. So if I pocket hole through the back, it's 3/4 inch thick. I would have enough in there to grip. So I want to do it somewhere where there's not a seam, a glue seam somewhere over the side, but not too close to the dowels. And then we'll be done. And there you have it. All done. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I left the dowels plain. I put some scrap 2x4s, as you can see here. I cut a 10 degree angle on the bottom, and I did pocket holes in the back. I don't know if you can see, I did pocket holes in the back so you can't see it. And there you go. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video. We'll talk to you later.